We're going to end today's show on a really positive note, a high note. Our friends at Kuby Energy, Kuby Renewable Energy, every Monday, or at least the first show of every week, give us a chance to sort of explore those silver linings. We call it positive reflections. And today, I wanted to take you on a walk that we took yesterday, as a matter of fact. And Johnny, if you want to throw a photo up, I'll describe it for those of you that are listening on the podcast. This is our boxer, Moses, having just an amazing day. There's this beautiful water feature where we love to walk in our home city. This is called the Victoria Promenade. And there's a sculpture with this water feature. The water cascades down, as you can see, and provides a really beautiful opportunity to stop and take pause and listen to the waterfall and listen to the birds and the trees all around. But that wasn't it. It wasn't the fact that Moses was able to cool off in the little reservoir there and to drink to his heart's content. But while we were there was a fella that appeared to be maybe a little bit down on his luck, and he had a reusable grocery bag. And he had his tattered shoes on the ground next to that grocery bag. And he had a toothbrush and toothpaste, and he had some body wash, and he had his dirty T-shirt draped over the railing near the sculpture, and he was in there, and he was washing his hair, and he was washing under his arms in this water feature, in this public art installation. And I sat there, and I wanted to give him his space and just respect his space, and I imagine that there's some things that go on in your mind as you're taking that opportunity to just get clean, right? And this guy, as I'm scratching Moses behind the ears, the guy says, "Hey, man, can I pet your dog?" I said, "Of course you can." And him and Moses he's scratching Moses behind the ears, and he's scratching him on his butt, which Moses loves, and he's rubbing him on his belly, and Moses is snuggling into him, and this guy's hair is just dripping because he's just been washing himself. And they had a moment. As a matter of fact, I kind of stepped away for a second, and they had a moment for a while. And at the end of it, he goes, "You can have your dog back, man." And we both kind of laughed. And the guy goes to leave on his way, and we go to leave on ours. And he turns back to me, and he goes, "Hey, man, thanks." And I said, "Yeah, man." And I kept walking. And as I was walking away, I just thought that was just a totally normal exercise. That was just kind of something rather unspectacular. I mean, if you're a dog owner, there's a lot of people, "Hey, man, can I pet your dog?" But I sort of thought about the stigma that a lot of members of our society encounter and how we tend as human beings to look past some people.
A lot of people would ignore them.
People kind of make us feel uncomfortable sometimes, And I don't have anything profound to offer except to just suggest that was probably the most meaningful 5 minutes of the last long time for me. And I wanted to encourage all of us this week to not look past folks, to maybe take a second to invest in an unlikely conversation and tell us about it. We want to hear your stories. How do your, unexpected interactions with your fellow humans impact you through the week? What does it make you think about? We want to chew on these types of things. We want to digest the experiences that Real Talkers have, and then we want to share those stories every Monday here on Positive Reflections. Talk at ryanjesperson.com is where you can tell us about what's been making an impact in your life. You can get a free solar quote 24/7 at kubyenergy.ca. Coming up on this week's editions of Real Talk, wanted to give you a heads up on Wednesday. We're going to be going live to New York City. Psychologist Dr. Fabiana Franco is going to join us to talk about data. It's demographic research into mass shooters. I made an assertion last week. It seems to me they're all young white males. Some of you chimed in. I said there's got to be data on this. Dr. Franco will join us on Wednesday. And on Thursday, our conversations with UCP leadership candidates will continue with the polarizing Danielle Smith. If you'd like to submit a question for consideration in that interview, you know where to find us. Make it a great Monday, Real Talkers. Thanks for checking out the show. Means a lot when you like it, when you subscribe to our YouTube and our podcast channels, when you rate the show, and of course, when you share our content. We'll talk to you again Tuesday.